Hey finders, and welcome back to Fortune Finds. This is going to be our June 2020 beauty roundup video. If you are sitting here and you're like, oh, I don't really know what a beauty roundup is, hello, hi, welcome to my channel. We do these videos every month. It's like mini reviews in one big review video. So I talk to you guys through the products that I have been loving the most or using in the past month. I give you the pros, the cons, what I think of them, and how they perform. So this past month in June, I didn't really introduce you guys to any new products. We did a lot of talk through videos. We talked about my summer staples, also touched upon clean skincare, which if you haven't checked that out, I will link it up here as well as down below. Be sure you don't miss that one because my skin, aside from this guy, has never ever looked better. Since we did a lot of those videos and I didn't introduce you to any new products, I thought we would mix it up, do something a little different, but still within like the beauty roundup genre. So I thought I would show you guys what exactly I keep in my travel bag. I have mentioned a few times in recent videos about products that I keep in my travel bag, meaning like when Mike and I go down the shore, I just pick this up, it's already packed and ready to go. And I also filmed this makeup look that I'm wearing today, which I did using the products in this bag. Also, I forgot my microphone today, so if the audio sounds a little off in comparison to my other videos, I do apologize. Without further ado, if you have subscribed and rang the bell, I do thank you. I very much appreciate it. And let's just hop into the video. And it retails for $17.98 on Amazon. I will put the direct link to this product down below. It is kind of large though. This is the medium. This is my hand in comparison. It has two gold zippers and then it opens up like this. You have compartments with dividers. You can mix the dividers into different sections. This is just how I particularly organize it. And then up here, I have my brushes, I have some lip glosses, my lip liner, and then there is a compartment here, which is where I keep my palettes, but we're gonna get to all of this. First, largest compartment right here. Always really nice to have a sponge in your kit. I used to really love these Eco Tools ones, but I've been more into the Real Technique sponge. It's just a little bit softer and bouncier, more comparable to the OG beauty sponge. This long side, I like to stamp this into my powder, dip this in here, and then carve out my contour. The smaller flat side I use to just shape up my eyeshadow. Always apply a serum. NARS Skin Optimal Brightening Concentrate. I really like this. It's a very thin serum. As you guys know, I'm like a hot, sweaty thing, so I don't like thick layers and I don't like too many layers, especially on my skin during the day in the summer. It also has like pinky pearlescent shimmers in it, so it's really gonna help you glow from within. My eye cream that I use today, this is the Caudalie VineActiv Energizing and Smoothing Eye Cream. Really cute, compact, very small packaging. I'm pretty sure this is a sample size that I think I got from Sephora. It's a very thin eye cream, easy to spread and maneuver around your skin without having to tug or pull on that very delicate skin around your eye. I've also been really into this Tarte Maracujá Oil, which is also a clean skincare product. I'll take just one single droplet. I will push it between my fingers, push it into my skin. It just gives a really nice slip for my foundation, makes my skin, again, look really dewy and youthful. This really helps to prevent cakiness. For me, that happens around my troubled areas, which is really around my mouth. My makeup will just bunch and look very textured. This really does a great job of making sure that my makeup does not get textured at all. Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. If you have any deep pores, take a little bit with your finger and then press it into your skin. It's really gonna give your skin a smooth, holeless base. I didn't use it today, honestly, guys, because my pores have been really good lately, especially because I've been using clean beauty. I just find that my pores don't get nearly as clogged. You can't really see my pores. My skin looks really good today, guys. EOS is just a mint lip balm. I've had this for a really long time. I should have mentioned this before the lip balm, but this is the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Lip Scrub. I don't think they sell this one anymore, but just a lip scrub is always important. You know, days when you just have dry skin all over your lips, do be sure to scrub your lips and then throw on a nice hydrating lip balm. And I always do this before I start my makeup, just so that my lips have ample time to absorb that lip product. Coola Sunsilk drops. This has an SPF of 30. You guys know I'm a freak when it comes to sunscreen. Any day where I wanna throw on a little bit of foundation that doesn't necessarily have sunscreen in it and I want to boost, you know, my sun protection abilities, I will take 2 drops of this, mix it in with my foundation, and then put it all over my skin, and then voila, I'm protected by an SPF of 30. This is just an oil absorbing pack of tissues. This is Harmon's brand. You know, once I've been wearing my makeup for a few hours and I start to build up a little bit of oil. All you do is take one of these pads, place it in your T-zone wherever you get oily. Just don't press it into your skin too hard. You don't want to move the makeup underneath and then peel it off very gently, and it's going to absorb any of the oil without ruining your makeup. Color Corrector by J.Cat Beauty. Cover up this red zit of mine on my head. I used green because green helps to cover up red. It didn't do a great job today, but that's because honestly guys, I forgot my concealer, so literally all over my face is foundation. The concealer that I typically keep in here is my Tarte Shape Tape. If I had gone in with concealer, it would be a little bit less noticeable, but life happens and sometimes we forget things, even when we have a bag that is supposed to be packed and ready to go whenever we are going somewhere. If you're interested in this product, I did a dedicated video on this like way back when. I think I did it like 2 or 3 years ago. And then last but not least, in this little compartment, I have the $1 Billion Brows Brow Butter Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. I've talked about this so many times. Today, I actually forgot my angled brush. Same kind of story as the concealer, but instead of an angled brush, I just used a flat brush like this to fill in my brows. I feel like it made my brows look, I don't know, like more natural than usual, a little bit softer. I don't know. What do we think about these brows? Let me know down below in the comment section. I don't know. New technique? Maybe. Moving on to the next compartment, I go nowhere without this. This is the Space Case Fakecation on Mars bronzer. I like these lighter bronzers, but this is not the bronzer that I'm wearing today. We will get there. I don't want to talk about this too much because I don't think Space Case has put this up for sale yet. I got this through Ipsy, but I would imagine they're gonna sell it sooner or later. Kind of has like a subtle shimmer, but it doesn't translate shimmery on the face. It kind of blurs your skin and gives like an Instagram filter effect to your skin. My favorite thing to do with this is I will just go over my entire face when I'm done with all the powders. I would use this brush right here, swirl it in the bronzer, and then just go over everything, make everything kind of blend a little bit easier, kind of give like an overall bronze to the skin. It's just a really awesome product. My other Space Case product, which is for sale and you can get your hands on, this is the Space Case Seen from Space 1B highlighter. It has like a wet feeling. It is a powder highlight. I don't understand, but it's just really absolutely beautiful. Like, look at that shine. It just makes your skin look wet. And what's really great is that if you don't love a really stark highlight like this, you can go in with a brush and fan it out, and it's gonna make it a little bit lighter. It won't be as blinding. Okay, another highlighter that I don't want to touch on too much because it is no longer available, but Anastasia, please bring this back. ABH Resi highlighter. I'm sure you guys have seen this. Typically when I'm doing my makeup using my travel bag, I'm not filming because these are kind of just the products that I have been using off camera. That's why I keep it in my travel bag, because I don't want to tease you guys. So, sorry. This is a blush palette by Jouer. Typically, I will use a little bit more of the Adore Me shade, but I do like to mix the two together. I really love this compact, and it's great because it has a nice mirror, and I did use this mirror to do a lot of my makeup today. This is my favorite blush that I've ever owned. This is the MAC Cheer Up Glow Play Cream Blush. You can put it on with a sponge or a brush. Either way, it's really blendable, and it gives your skin like a really flushed, dewy, delicious, like I just went for a nice brisk run kind of look. Honestly, when I don't feel like thinking about a lot, I do use this as like a monochrome look. So I will apply this on my cheeks, I will apply this on my eyes, and I will apply this on my lips, and it kind of just gives me a very flushed, pink, feminine look, and it stays put all day. Another blush that I have in here is just a mini version of the NARS Orgasm blush. It's just a good staple shade, beautiful in the summer, especially when you have a tan. But again, I feel like this looks really good on all skin types, no matter if you are super light or super dark. It's really gonna pop, and it does have a little bit of shimmer in it. Not too shiny. It's not like a glittery blush, but it is gonna give you like a little bit of a sheen on your cheek and make them look a little bit more full, which I personally like. This has become like a staple in my makeup wardrobe. This is the Artist Couture Spotlight Glitz in Diamond Lights Finisher. I did use this today to just create a really pretty pop of glitter, and I think that this glitter really took my overall look to another level. Like, I think this is really what my whole face was missing. I also really like that it has a sifter, so it gives you like the right amount on top. It's not gonna fluff everywhere. It's not gonna get everywhere. You don't need a glitter glue. And typically when you have glitters glitters that are loose like this, you do need a glitter glue, but with this one, it stays intact all day. It doesn't end up all over my face. Either lay it down with a flat brush or a pencil brush, and it really sticks to my skin. Use this as a last step because it will stay put, but if you're gonna fluff it around with a brush, it is gonna get everywhere. Cotton rounds, some Q-tips to clean up any wings that I might wanna clean up, any eyeshadow. If I get a little bit of mascara on my face, I will go ahead and let the mascara dry up and then use a Q-tip to just take away the product so I don't mess up my makeup, and then you never know when you might need a cotton round. Glitter and my favorite blush, and they all sit really nice together. It's just a really good section, in my opinion. Let's move on to up here, which is the skinniest, longest compartment in my makeup bag. IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream with an SPF of 50, which I'm wearing on my face today. It has really, really great coverage. Like, this is not just like a tinted moisturizer. This packs way more of a punch. But if you are interested in foundations that have SPF, I did mention a few in my summer staples video. You should go ahead and check that out. I like to have a foundation that doesn't have SPF in it in case maybe like we're doing something at night. Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, and I'm in the shade Warm Ivory. And then I didn't mention this, but in the CC Plus cream, I'm in the shade Medium. And I can only wear this, guys, honestly, when I put that Tarte Maracujá Oil down on my face. I don't know what it is. This can kind of get a little bunchy on my skin, especially when I have dry patches. So if I put that oil down first, it really helps to spread it out evenly, and again, prevents my skin from getting really cakey. I'm always constantly sharpening lip liners and eyeliners. The sharper the point, I find the easier it is to get the shape that you desire. So always, always, always carry a sharpener with you. My Laura Mercier translucent powder, I just cannot go anywhere without this powder. Very finely milled, will not leave a white cast on your face. You know, like those people who have really bright under eyes, this does not do that. Great to set your makeup, it's great to bake, it's really great for everything. So this is the powder that I take with me that will work for any makeup that I feel like doing. Ciate Triple Shot XXL Mascara. It makes my lashes really long and very like separated. It's not too clumpy. Dunk it in once, and I swear to God, that one dunk is going to coat both of your upper lashes and both of your lower lashes. So the wand just picks up like the right amount of product. This lifts my lashes and keeps them up without me having to curl my lashes. Like, I didn't curl my lashes today, and they just look amazing. Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel. So it's going to just make the eyebrows a little bit darker, and it's also going to keep them up and lifted. I always use an eyebrow gel, whether it's tinted or clear. I always recommend this one to everyone because it's like under $4. You can buy this at Ulta. It has a really great wand, very small, so you can really get up in there. Dewy Sticks by Ciate. It just makes your skin look wet, look like it's naturally glistening. See that? Ooh, 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 ooh. It's so pretty, guys. I don't apply this directly from the tube because when you do that, it really does move my makeup underneath. Take it from the back of my hand with my finger and pat it on the highest points of my cheeks. I don't know what it is. I just don't gravitate towards these two products. So I will mention them because they are in my bag, but I can't really give you a rundown on them because I literally touched neither of them. So these are both from Smashbox. Cover Shot Bold Glitter Eye Palette, a ton of glittery eyeshadows. This blue is really pretty. It feels really like Chunky Monkey to me. And it kind of looks, oh, that's pretty, but it kind of doesn't go on very evenly. I don't know, can you see? It's like not as glittery as I want it to be, but I will go ahead and I will give this a shot, and I will let you guys know in my next beauty roundup how I got on with this product. Be Legendary Lipstick Palette, bunch of little lipstick shades in here. I thought it would be good to have them in my bag just in case, you know, I want to create a lip that I don't necessarily have in here. We're gonna get to lips. I don't carry a lot of lipsticks with me, which is shocking. Let's move on to what is up here. Two palettes in this zipper section. One is an eyeshadow palette. I'm not going to talk about this too much because I feel like I've talked about this eyeshadow palette a lot. Shayna B Miami eyeshadow palette has a really nice mix of neutral mattes and then has some really, really pretty shimmers. Today I went in with the Cafecito, which is the brown shade. I took that on a pencil brush. I put that all over the crease, the outer corner, and then underneath my eye. And then I went in with a little bit of South Peach to add a little bit of orangey warmth to the outer third of my eye. Blended that in with a fluffy brush. And then I went in with Port Princess and just threw that all over the lid because I wanted like a sparkly shimmer. Real Her, this is the Ultimate Glow Getter Cheek Trio. I love this because you kind of just pick this up and you have 3 products that you need in one compact. So you have a blush, a highlighter, and a bronzer. You can go in with the bronzer, put on 1 layer, and it's gonna give you like a sheen layer of bronzer, but if you keep layering it on, you can really build it up, which I find is really user-friendly. You know, I don't really love products that are super pigmented and it's like you go in with the brush, you put it on your cheek, and it's like, whoa, like that is way too much bronzer, and then you try and blend it out and it just ends up looking muddy. I like products that you build up slowly. The overall finish looks more natural, gives a more youthful, blendable look. I was a little skeptical. I thought that this highlighter was gonna go on a lot chalkier than it did. Really pretty. My cheeks look like blinding. It's so good. And then this blush is so pretty. It's a very summer appropriate shade. That is a cheek I aspire to have every day. I am uploading a face palette video. It's gonna be up next week here on my channel. So do be sure that you're subscribed and ring the bell to get that notification of when that video goes live. I think there's like 6 or 7 face palettes that I put to the test. I'm gonna show you guys what they look like. I'm gonna share my pros and cons on each palette. And then basically at the end, I'm gonna tell you what face palettes you should be using this summer, or really anywhere, you know, when you travel anytime during the year, just pick up this face palette. It's gonna cover a ton of steps in your makeup routine. I just feel like they're easy, they're fun, and I'm very, very excited for that video. So for today's lip combo, Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in the shade Pink Venus. Soft baby girl pink, love this. I love Charlotte Tilbury's lip liners. I really wanna get her iconic nude shade, but every time I go to buy it, it's like sold out on Sephora. And I've been really holding out for the Sephora VIB sale to buy it because these are pretty pricey. They're like 30 bucks. I don't think you need to spend $30 on a lip liner. I did upload a nude lip liner video, lip liners that are like $10 or less, and some of them are my favorite lip liners. I have a lip liner on there that retails for 7 bucks that I love even more than this. So again, guys, I always say this, you don't need to spend a lot of money on makeup products to get a really beautiful product, to get a really good end result. And just because something is $30 doesn't mean it's better than a product that is $7. Half-caked super glazed lip gloss in Slate work. It's like a thicker lip gloss, so it doesn't migrate through the fine lines of my lips. It really stays in place. It lasts for hours. Lay it flat to spread the pigment, but then you can go in almost like a pen and line your lips with this. I love this wand. It's like stiff, it's not flimsy, and you would never guess that this was a lip gloss. Like, it really does look like a lipstick because it has so much pigment. 2 foundation brushes. This is the Hourglass foundation brush. Dense, it spreads on the foundation very beautifully. Really great brush. It Cosmetics is a duo brush. One side is for foundation, the other side is for concealer. Brushes like this are really great when you're traveling because, again, kind of like the face palette, it's 2 products in one. So it takes up much less space. I will go in with one brush to apply the actual foundation, and then I will either go in with a clean foundation brush or a damp beauty sponge, and then just go over that to take any of the excess product off to make my skin look a little bit more natural, and again, counteract any of that foundation cakiness. Bronzer brush. I've really been liking this one lately. This is the Cheek Blush Brush, but I use it for bronzer. It's very fluffy, so it's gonna give a very diffused effect, which I like with my bronzer. You know, contour should be a little bit more stark and a little bit more precise, while your bronzer should be fluffed out more and dispersed all over your face and give you that sun-kissed look. Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH06. I like to put blush everywhere, especially in the summer. I kind of think of blush as like a complexion enhancer. Any place where the sun would naturally hit, like to put the blush on my cheeks and then over my nose, and this just kind of disperses it really nicely. You know, it doesn't look like I have a W across my face. And that tends to happen when you apply a blush with a brush that's a little bit denser, not a fluffy brush like this. R&L Moda Pro BMX 265 Glow, like a big fluffy brush to apply highlighter. Makes it like concentrated, but again, disperses it enough so that it doesn't look like I'm just wearing a line of shine right here. It kind of like dispersed it all over my cheek. See? Doesn't look like a line. It's dispersed really really beautifully and gives my skin like an overall sheen. I hate when it looks like you're wearing a stripe. You know, you look at my cheek and it's not like I have a line of bronzer, a line of contour, a line of blush, a line of highlighter. It kind of just all blends together in one. Morphe M0, I use this to pack on translucent powder underneath my eyes, or a banana powder to help brighten up underneath my eyes. I like this, especially when I'm contouring the nose, because I can use this to really lay down translucent powder next to my nose contour to really make that contour pop. And I like a small powder brush because it really controls where you are controlling the shine. My 4 eyeshadow brushes. You always need a fluffier pencil brush. This is just gonna place the eyeshadow in places where you really need it before going ahead and fluffing it out and dispersing it and making it look more blended with a clean fluffy brush. This is a Morphe M441 fluffy brush. I also think it's essential to have a tighter pencil brush. This one, as you can see, has a point to it. It's denser. It's not gonna fluff the product as much as a fluffy brush, but it will really place product where you need it. I use this with my Artist Couture glitter to just place that, and then I also like to use this for the inner corner. Guys, I really want to do a brush video. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in, or I touch upon my favorite brushes and tell you their capabilities, what I love about them, and how I use them. Let me know down below in the comments. This has really become one of my most used brushes. This is a Morphe M432. It is just a flat brush, but I use this for an array of things. So I use this to fill in my eyebrows today, which was a first for me and this guy, but he did a really good job. After I fill in my brows, I will go in with a little bit of foundation and just clean up around the brows. I can pack on like a dark brown or a black eyeshadow underneath my eyes just to make them pop and give my under eye a little bit more dimension. I use him a lot to clean up red lipstick. I will go ahead, fill my lips in, then apply red lipstick, and then I will take a little bit of foundation, or I will dip him in micellar water to just clean up any bits of my lips that maybe came outside of the lines. Very versatile brush. I think you need a couple of these in your collection. All right, guys, and that concludes everything that you can find in my travel beauty case. Again, I will link this specific case down below, and I will go ahead and write out all of the products mentioned in today's video in case you would like to check them out. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you think about this video? Do we like the change of scenery? Let me know if you have a travel companion that you never leave the house with that I should know about, because I would love to hear that. Any videos that I mentioned during this video that maybe relate to anything that I spoke upon, I will link them down below as well in case you would like to get a little bit more information on any of the products that I mentioned. Also, make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell before you leave. I had a great time as always. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, Finders. Mwah.